Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I will be reading a Neuvillette listener by me. So let's get into it. You sat on the edge of his desk, playfully tugging at the collar of his crisp shirt while he stood between your legs, his lips brushing against yours with a soft tenderness that made your heart race. Someone might walk in, you teased between kisses, though your hands stayed firmly clasped around his neck, only pulling him closer. Neuvillette smiled against your lips, his deep voice sending shivers down your spine. There's still some time. I suppose you could still stay. You don't have to go yet, he said, trying to convince you, and you barely had time to respond before his lips captured yours once again, his hands resting gently on your waist. The world outside his office felt so far away, and in that moment, nothing else truly mattered but the two of you, wrapped up in each other's warmth, and the world so far enough for you to ignore, and perhaps get a little bit careless, as you just did. Because as you deepened the kiss, the door to the office swung open, and you both froze. Arlecchino stood in the doorway, her usual composed demeanor faltering for a brief second as she took in the sight before her. Her sharp eyes widened slightly, flicking between you and Neuvillette, the unmistakable tension in the air thickening with every second. Well, this is unexpected, Arlecchino said, her voice cool and dripping with amusement as she leaned against the doorframe. Neuvillette straightened immediately, his hands leaving your waist as he stepped back, clearing his throat. Lord Arlecchino, he greeted, his tone formal as always, though you could see the faintest trace of pink creeping up his neck. I was not expecting you. Arlecchino smirked, crossing her arms as she tilted her head. Clearly, I seem to have interrupted something. She drawled, her gaze flicking to you, a playful glint in her eyes. You quickly slid off the desk, smoothing out your clothes in an attempt to regain some composure. It's not what it looks like, I promise, you said, though the hate rising in your cheeks betrayed you. Oh, I think it's exactly what it looks like, and frankly, I'm impressed. Arlecchino shot back, raising an eyebrow. Neuvillette cleared his throat again, attempting to restore order to the situation. Is there something you needed? He asked, his voice steady, though you could hear the slight edge to his tone. She glanced at him, her smirk never faltering. I was here for an official matter, but I suppose that can wait. You shifted uncomfortably, feeling the situation being incredibly awkward right now, and you had no idea what to do. We were just... I know what you were doing. No need for explanations. Though I must admit, I never expected the Hydra Dragon to be so affectionate. Neuvillette's expression remained neutral, although you could see the tension in his posture. He had no idea how Arlecchino figured out his secret. But that was not the most important thing right now. My personal life is none of your concern. Of course, but you of all people should know that word spreads fast in Fontaine. You stepped forward, feeling the need to defend Neuvillette. Arlecchino? this is between us. Let's not make this a bigger deal than it is. She regarded you with a curious gaze, as if weighing your words. I have no intention of causing trouble, but you both know how the court can be. Neuvillette sighed, his hand brushing against yours in a subtle gesture of reassurance. We're well aware, and we'll handle it. Arlecchino nodded, her smirk fading away into something more serious. Good. Because if this gets out, it will not just be gossip. You'll have more than just curious eyes watching your every move. I suppose you will think a little bit more about our deal now. You glanced at Neuvillette, and for a moment, the gravity of the situation sank in. It wasn't just about you two. It was about the roles you played in Fontaine, and the delicate balance of power that surrounded you both. Arlecchino pushed off the doorframe, her usual confidence returning as she headed for the door. I'll leave you two to whatever this is, but next time, you might just want to lock the door. Before either of you could respond, she disappeared down the hallway, leaving an uncomfortable silence in her wake. Neuvillette let out a long breath, running a hand through his hair. Well, that could have gone better. At least she didn't seem too upset. He shook his head, his hand finding yours again. No, she's not. But she's right. We'll have to be more careful. You smiled, leaning into him. I don't mind being careful, as long as I still get moments like this with you. Neuvillette chuckled, pulling you close once more. You'll always have those. He pressed a soft kiss to your forehead, the weight of the situation already beginning to lift. No matter what, I promise you that. And as he held you close, you finally stopped thinking of the knave and her little strange encounter. And he too. He would think about it later, but for now, he will enjoy your presence.